EG Picker, and tonight we have an extremely special guest. His name is Drew. Instagram is Drew Thrifts and Flips, and his YouTube is Profit Monsters. I'm gonna go ahead and let him introduce himself tonight.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
So, like, what platforms and stuff do you sell on, man?
Hold on, my thing keeps falling here. Give me 2 seconds.
We have been having extreme technical
Yeah,
difficulties,
man, I'm
so
sorry.
bear with us.
It's okay.
I might just have to hold my phone the whole time, but I'm a full-time reseller, and most of the main platforms that I'm on right now are eBay and Poshmark, but I have multiple listings on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, and Depop. I'm also on Depop as well. So
yeah, that's one I've never messed with yet.
it's really like weird stuff. So I'm kind of just getting into it. I've only been in it for like a month, but it's kind of like it seems to me like the weirder the stuff you have, the better it sells or the more attention that you get. So it's a lot of vintage stuff, like millennials are on there. It's kind of like I don't know, it's like the I don't know what the dating apps are these days, like the Tinder of vintage clothing, I guess.
I'll rip this thing. All right, there we go. Tinder. Yeah, we'll introduce the usual suspects, and then we'll just go down the line. We're missing a couple tonight, but one is celebrating his birthday, so I can't. We can't put him in timeout for that. So we'll just go down the line. Alex, we'll start with you.
Hi, my name is Alex. My YouTube channel is Fat Man the Flipper. I'm known all around the world as your friendly neighborhood fat man. I am an entrepreneur of entrepreneurs. I am what entrepreneurs model their businesses after. They look at me and they say, "This guy right here, I need to do what he's doing." And they can never do what I do because I'm 10 steps ahead. So what they're doing is 10 steps behind. But that's good because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help the world. And that's sort of a joke, but at the same time, I'm a reseller. I sell on Amazon, eBay, Poshmark, Mercari kind of. OfferUp and Let Go have been my favorite platforms recently. But yeah, that's what I do, man. And I'm happy to be here. Happy to see Drew here. His camera's working. Everything's great.
Finally.
So, and what's up to everybody in the chat? You already know. I love y'all.
Chat's going pretty crazy. It's pretty awesome. Lots of people in here. Borderline hoarders, always. Kimmy, what's going on? Tiffany, say what's up to everybody.
Hi guys, it's Tiffany, Eat Sleep Amazon. I sell mostly, only, exclusively on Amazon, and very happy to be here tonight. Hello to everybody in the chat. I see a lot of great people are joining us, and some new faces as well. So thanks for being here tonight.
Oh wow, I haven't seen this guy here for a while. Dad's Vintage Garage. What is going on, my man? Haven't seen him in a little while.
We actually have another guest real quick wants to introduce himself. For you guys in the chat, if you want to show some love, we're trying to get this guy. Well, let me go ahead and introduce him. Let him introduce himself. Say what's up, man.
What's up, everybody?
What's your YouTube channel?
Gamer Mikey 55.
You heard that. Gamer Mikey 55 is right here live with us. This kid is the future. So be part of this kid's future. and subscribe to his channel, Gamer Mikey 55. We're trying to get him to 100 subscribers tonight, right? All right.
At the resellers in the house, Adam's Exploits, Land Shark Picker. They let him out of the retirement home, I see. Harlan's in the house. Money from Mars. Sue's in here. I also have a special guest by my side, my sidekick, my 6-year-old. I'm just messing with you, Craig. BJ's here. What's up, man?
Wait, who's BJ?
He is Flippin' Farmer. So yeah, I mean, I've been pretty excited to have Drew on. I mean, I met him through Instagram, and I've just been messaging him like through Instagram and everything. So if you're not subscribed to his channel, his YouTube channel is Profit Monsters. Go check him out. He is constantly putting up new videos, and this guy like goes hard at the Goodwill bins, and he has been killing it here lately. Like recently, he's sending me multiple pictures and videos of stuff, and this guy's killing it. So I'm excited to have him on and introduce him to all you guys.
No, you can have a good one.
Yeah, man, I kind of want him to just explain like a little more about what he does and his like whole like his even his inventory processing, like how he like goes through and processes all his inventory and how he stores it is like all like, he constantly posts videos about all the stuff he does, and the guy's extremely thorough, and it's all good stuff. I mean, I got nothing but love for this guy. He's got some good stuff going for him.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. The floor is yours.
Cool. Well, I mean, do you have a specific topic that you want me to start on, or something?
Like what is your I guess like when you go to the bins, like what is your like main focus? Like when you know you're going to the bins, like all right, I'm gonna go straight for this, like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm going straight for this aisle or this thing.
Yeah.
Have
So
like a specific thing you're going to go for every day you go.
yeah. So typically when I go to the bins, which right now my schedule is I'm trying to go at least 3 times a week. But it just really depends on the hauls that I pull. Like my most recent haul, which that video will be dropping next week because I'm kind of like a couple days behind from obviously creating the footage or the content and then putting it out on YouTube. So like I just put out a video yesterday from the last Goodwill outlet haul that I had. But I went once earlier this week, and it was the most insane haul that I've ever pulled. So I only went once because it was so much inventory that I had to go through, that I just wanted to make sure that I was on point with everything. So from start to finish, like let's say when I'm at the bins, just to start there, I'm typically looking for anything that I know will resell and specifically resell quickly. So it kind of just depends on what your niche is or niche, whatever people want to call it. But like, so like I said, I sell on multiple platforms. So I kind of get an idea of what I think and what I know will sell quickly on certain platforms. Like vintage clothing, single stitch shirts from the 90s and stuff like that, basketball jerseys, football jerseys, that kind of stuff does really well for me on eBay right now. And so I'm having a lot of luck selling vintage stuff and doing really well as far as price point is concerned too. And then I got like jackets from the bins, hoodies, things like that, Nike, Adidas, Reebok, all those name brands. And then obviously kind of everything in between, Under Armour. And then you just have to kind of look at condition when you're there. You have to grab stuff really quick because other people are kind of like fighting for things. So what I do is I grab stuff that I see, or if I think it's something that I might buy, like let's just say a football jersey, I see like a Tampa Bay Bucks jersey or something like that, I'll grab it and throw it in my cart. And then once I've gone through that new drop of bins when they brought out new ones, then I'll go back through my cart and kind of check for stains and rips and tears, or if it's messed up or dirty or anything like that, and kind of just begin the process that way. So it's pretty intense, and the only way I can describe it is the more you do something, the more you'll learn. And so that's kind of been my process. Is like, I am actually not a clothing person at all. I don't really have any type of fashion. Like, I've worn the same pair of Nike shoes for like the last 3 years, and like I buy my shoes from the Nike outlets before I got into like thrifting and stuff big time. And um, I just wear like basic shorts and t-shirts, you know what I mean? Like nothing fancy or anything like that. Like, I don't even wear the stuff that I pull really. This shirt right here, I'm only wearing it because I had to buy it on Poshmark, because to become a Poshmark ambassador on their platform, you have to purchase something from somebody else and leave a 5-star review. So I'm just repping the shirt that I bought, but I never wear stuff like this really. So it's kind of interesting. But I had to do that to get a Poshmark status, and it was really, really good deal as a vintage single stitch shirt. So you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get more into that kind of stuff, but it's not really like my priority. So, I mean, yeah, man, I'm just looking for anything that I think that I can sell for a profit. Obviously, there are brands that that are just really popular, like the North Face and stuff like that. Anything the North Face, if it's in good condition, it'll sell. You know what I mean? Whether you're at a Goodwill or a garage sale or a thrift store or anything like that, it'll sell big time. So,
Just
you know,
don't sell it new on eBay. They'll come after you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You have to list as used. So, so I just started with stuff I know, and I even put that in one of my YouTube videos a while ago. That my biggest recommendation for people that are starting this kind of stuff is to start with what you know. If you know Pokemon, or if you know the Green Bay Packers, or if I don't know, whatever, you know what I mean? Like e-cigs and vaping and stuff like that. Like, those things can go for big money. I have no idea anything about them, so I don't really, deal with them that much. But, I do know that certain things sell really well, electronics, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, Nintendo 64, you know what I mean? So I just kind of started with that stuff. And then I ended up finding the bins while I was actually going to a regular Goodwill. I saw that there was a sign for the outlet, and I was like, what the heck is this? And we just decided to basically check it out one day. And for lack of a better term, I just pretty much fell in love. And the prices are insane, and the deals that you can get are insane, and the stuff that people throw away just blows my mind. So,
yeah, I mean, the last couple of weeks, you've been pulling some really good stuff out of there, like that Planet Hollywood jacket.
yeah,
you killed it on that thing.
yeah, I picked that, and I sold it in like basically a week. It's $1.39 a pound, so I paid essentially like $3 for it at the most. It was in excellent condition. There was no flaws on it, and I sold it for $130 plus shipping. So now that doesn't happen every day, but that's what all these vintage guys on Instagram call the grail, holy grails of the bins or whatever. Is you don't find them all the time, but when you find one, it's the best feeling in the world. And this next haul that I got that I'm going to post on my YouTube channel. And I'm getting notifications on my phone as I'm talking, so I keep looking. But thank you to all the guys and girls that are subscribing to my channel as we're doing this live stream. That's pretty cool. So I appreciate all the support. But yeah, I'm just learning as I go. Like, if I see something, like I didn't even know what Patagonia was before I started thrifting, because I'm not a fashion person. And now I got the Patagonia hat on, right? But I got a gift card for Christmas, so that's the only reason I have that. But man, I just am learning every day, and that's the part of this whole thing that I love the most, is the process. So learning the process of, like Nike and Adidas, like the tags, which ones are from the 90s, which ones are from the 80s, which ones are new, people don't really pay big money for new Adidas because they can go buy it brand new for themselves. But something from the 80s, I found a tracksuit, a vintage tracksuit Adidas from the 70s or the 80s, I can't remember. And I sold it. I sold it in less than 24 hours. I picked it at the bins, and I sold it in less than 24 hours for like $150. So, but I didn't even know that it was vintage until I pulled it. I just saw the Adidas logo and I grabbed it and threw it in my cart. And then next thing I know, I'm like freaking out that I found this. So, it's just awesome. You just never know what you're going to find when you go, and it's new every day.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I'm always watching your Instagram story like, God, this guy's always finding good stuff.
Yeah, I try to stay consistent on there so people can, see the content and be like, oh, yeah, I need to go, check out all of it. I don't post everything that I find, but I try to put a couple of the good ones on there to, make people see, that it's worth it.
Yeah, that's what I just I just helped my aunt move last week, and she moved about 12. I think she's about 8 minutes away from the Goodwill outlet. So I'm gonna have to start frequenting that place. So check that out. I want to
Yeah.
actually. The other guy that's supposed to be on here, Josh Suburban Beard, he actually lives like 40 minutes from me. So that's kind of like a middle ground to us, and we plan on going up there and hit the bins and figuring a good day to go. That way we can both get up there, go check it out, and try out a new avenue. See if we can, spend less, make more.
Yeah, man, that's the thing for me is like the clothing at the bins has basically, as I'm growing this business, because I started doing this full time in like April of this year. So I really, March, April, but I haven't really been doing it that long, but I'm just learning the processes of like, for me, it's whatever I can do to make money is really what I'm going to follow. So, if I can get good at electronics or if I can get good at this or whatever, and clothing has just become my bread and butter. I don't know if I can flip my camera if you guys want to see this real quick. Let me see if I can. So like this right here is kind of like most of my inventory right now. So like I have it organized by size and polybagged. And then there's still some stuff that I have to go through, but I have it all in bins, labeled and categorized and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just learning the process as I'm going. Like I'm kind of just teaching myself and then watching other YouTubers and other videos of how other people are doing it and kind of doing my own spin and take off of it. So actually, I saw that lot of Josh is or was in the chat. I don't know if he still is, but I saw him and and Daily Refinement. Both of them have really good like organizational methods, and so I started to kind of take a little bit from both of them and apply it to myself. And that's just like stuff that I have here that I'm continuing to organize that's going to my storage unit. So, I don't keep everything here, but the clothing's definitely become my bread and butter, but I think the thing that I love the most is garage sales. The things that you can find at garage sales that people are willing to give away and things that, oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Oh,
it's amazing.
Today, so my buddy Oscar, he's having a birthday dinner tonight, so he's normally on the show, but I had to do regular work stuff, so I wasn't able to go to like the garage sales real early in the morning. But he ends up going with his wife, and they go to some garage sales, and he tells me where he was at and all that stuff. And so I get to a garage sale, and I'm like, oh, this is one that he told me he was at. And I go to the back, and I notice that there's an old blender, right? And I'm like, I heard somewhere something about blenders. Let me look this thing up. And the blender sells for like $200 to $300.
Wow.
All day long. Just the little cup part, like the plastic cup part, sells for like $50-$60. So I picked it up for $30, like no problem.
Yeah.
And I was like, Oscar, did you by any chance see the Beanie Babies? He's like, yeah, I saw the Beanie Babies. I'm like, right next to it, there was a blender. Did you see that? I don't remember a blender. Next time, look for blenders, dude.
Yeah.
It was
That's like
Vitamix 5000.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Vitamix. Those and the Ninja ones are insane.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that like do the demos at Costco and stuff. But yeah, I was at a garage sale a couple weeks ago, and this is something that I've really learned too, is to just I actually learned this from watching Rally Roots, and then also another couple, Rinzy. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of them. RNZY. They basically only sell shoes on Poshmark and
Yeah.
Mercari. But both of them, in a couple of their videos, basically said, like, when you're at garage sales and thrift stores, look high and low, and look up and look underneath the tables at garage sales and stuff like that, because people overlook that stuff all the time. And I was at a garage sale, and there was just this cardboard box laying on the ground, and I walked by it, and I didn't really think anything of it. And then I walked back up to it because I didn't see anything else at the garage sale. I'm like, let me just look at this real quick. And I open it up, and it's 4 brand new, unopened, sealed, like night vision security cameras for commercial buildings. And so immediately I looked it up on eBay. I typed in the model number and everything that was on the camera, and the whole set was going for like $450. And the DVR recorder that actually records the footage was not included. It was the one piece that was missing. So I figured, like, I don't know, maybe I get $100 for it or something like that. So I said to myself, if I get them for $20 or $25, it'd be a good flip. So I asked the lady how much she wants for it, and she's like, well, it doesn't have the recorder, so how about $5? and then I just sold it last week for $160. So
Yeah, man.
I mean, it just blows my mind what people don't know the value of stuff, and they're just willing to let it go, and they're happy to take $5. So
Yeah, people. Somebody asked me. I made a post. I don't like to post like what I'm making or like the sales I make or stuff. But you know what I said? You know what? It's not about what I like. It's about what everybody else wants. So I was like, let me try something this week, and let me start showing like a little bit of the eBay thing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I just started posting. Okay, I started listing again and this and that, whatever. And so somebody asked, somebody goes, what is it you sell to make those margins, right? Because I had like 9 sales and over $1,000 in the last 60 days or whatever.
wow,
Because I had left eBay alone for a little while. So I was like, yeah, just electronics and rare toys, dude. Like,
yeah, dude,
electronics and rare toys.
rare toys are really good, and I bet they sell really good on well, I don't know, it has to be new, but on Amazon too, right? You
Yeah.
can sell toys on Amazon all day.
Oh yeah, I mean, and the thing with Amazon is that a lot of things are the prices are different. It depends on how many sellers there are, But there's could be things that just regular things that you find in the store that cost $5 is selling for 50, on Amazon, or $40 for
Yeah.
Amazon. So it's crazy.
Ophelia is asking if you're live yet.
Yeah, I'm live right now, guys. I'm sorry. The children's. There's another one that he keeps running in and out.
I'm going in the live stream. What's it called?
That's awesome.
No, it's my God. Wrong.
You gotta motivate them, do positive things, man.
That's right.
But I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, no, because and those things I found at garage sales, dude. Like I found, when you were talking about the bins, I kind of sat back and I was learning, I was listening, because I'd never been to the bins. There's like one place here that has a bins, and I see people go there, and I'm like, yo, that is insanity to me. Like I'm too big to be in a place that cramped up. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're perfect, because people would be afraid of you, so they move out of the way and let you take what you want. For me, I'm a smaller guy, so they don't play like that. They just push me out of the way.
Not in Miami, bro. Miami over here, it's like the streets are like a prison. So like the bigger you are, the more they want to mess with you, because if they mess with you, it makes them look bigger. It's crazy. You got to be careful out here.
Yeah.
But
the point that you were saying is something that I do want to point out that I've really been like focusing on, or that's my goal for me, is like I really like what you were saying in your intro is like, I'm the guy that everybody wants to learn from. I'm the guy, you know what I mean? And like my goal is to help other people learn how to do things. So that's why I'm always posting what I'm doing, because I could care less about flexing or showing how much money I make or anything like that. It's not to brag and say like I'm this great flipper or anything like that. Is to show people how easy it is. Like I was just at the bins and I found this Planet Hollywood jacket. And some people work a 10 or 12-hour shift, at their 9 to 5 to make $130. And I was able to sell one jacket for $130. And that's to be like, hey, listen, you can do this too. Like I want to teach people and help people, through the process as I'm learning it, because I'm definitely no expert. I haven't been doing this for years or anything like that. So, I'm taking people along with me as I'm doing it, and then saying like, hey, this is a good opportunity for people to learn from my mistakes as I'm doing them too, because, I'm recording as I'm going. So, my goal is for my YouTube channel, kind of like, if you guys watch or heard of Ray as the entrepreneur, his free 99 knowledge and all that kind of stuff. Like, I want to just help people. I want people to be inspired to say like, hey, I want to sell on Amazon, or I want to sell on eBay. I want to be at home more with my kids. I mean, all of us have kids or kids in the live streams right now. So, it's like, I want to be home with my son more. And this has given me the freedom to be able to do that.
Yeah, I just had to go put mine to bed. So
yeah, that's the way it is.
It's life, man. That's life. But yeah, man. I mean, yeah, that's the reason. Like, I posted what I posted. It was for that same reason. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And it was to hold myself accountable in a way too. Like that was the main purpose. Was like, let me put this stuff out there so that way, yo, dude. You want to tell him for me? Tell him. This is Ryan.
Tell him about the pool thing. Remember when I was eating a popsicle and I jumped in the pool?
Yeah.
Remember? Tell him about that.
I'll tell him about that now. Yeah, it was to hold myself accountable, right? Because like, it's very easy in this business. You're alone a lot of times. You do this a lot of times by yourself, unless you have you're a couple, that's doing it or whatever. But it's very easy to kind of like get sidetracked because you have other things going on. Like you're either working another job or you got family or you got other events happening, and it's easy to get sidetracked and forget about your goals or everything. So like the whole purpose was hold myself accountable, and at the same time set little goals, right? And show people that it is possible. If you put little goals and you achieve those little by little, eventually you'll get somewhere. And it was amazing, man. Like I start listing again, and out of nowhere I start selling left and right. Like I haven't stopped. Every single day I've made a couple sales, and I don't have that many listings. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's that motivation, to show people,
Yeah. Well, and when you're making sales too, it just motivates you even more to keep doing listings. Like I went out, like this is my work ethic. Like I went out, and this is what I think people don't realize that a lot of resellers do or need to have. People just think like, oh, some people think you just go to Goodwill, find something and make a lot of money, and brag about it. But like for me, I actually went out fishing with some friends today, which is extremely rare. I never do anything like that. My friends are my eBay and Poshmark apps. But so I went out fishing, and on the way there and on the way back, it was an hour and a half drive. I'm literally listing stuff on eBay that I had already taken pictures of that was on my phone. And I'm creating listings on eBay, and then I'm cross-posting it to Poshmark on the way at 5 a.m. when we left to go fishing, and then on the way home after we were done fishing. So for 3 hours, I could have been basically doing nothing or sleeping in the car, but I chose to take that time to, put up extra listings because I want to make sales. You know what I mean?
And isn't it awesome, dude? How like, how do you feel after a day of every moment that you have? You use it to its fullest potential, right?
Absolutely.
Like at the end of the day, how do you feel? You feel good. You feel good versus, wasting that time and like, and it's not to like put anybody out there. I don't want nobody to feel bad, but I was that person who got on social media when I first discovered it because, I've only had a phone for about 2 years. So 2 years ago, I started social media and I'm looking at it. And it would take my whole day up, and I wasn't accomplishing anything, right? So it's to flip it around. Like instead of wasting my time doing things that aren't gonna get me anywhere, I'm using my time efficiently. You know what I'm saying? Like to the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Every minute counts, especially like when you're a reseller and you want to. Sorry, I'm trying to share this on the link on my Facebook. because I can't do it on Instagram. Every minute counts, like you said, for sure, dude. Like before I go to bed, I share my Poshmark closet. You know what I mean? There's a lot of work that goes into Poshmark, but it's worth it. I'm making sales daily now, which is something that has taken a while to come, but it's worth it. You know what I mean? And you have to do those things to make it happen. And I need to provide for my family, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah, I mean, I started Poshmark. I wasn't doing much with Poshmark, and then I started talking to Drew, and I fired up Poshmark, and I made at least one sale. I've done one sale, but I haven't listed a whole lot of stuff. But I did make one sale. But it pretty much all comes down to Drew, and if it wasn't for him, like dude, just get on there, share your stuff, list stuff every day. Like, I wouldn't have made that sale. I wouldn't even thought of Poshmark as another. I mean, I looked at Poshmark as another avenue of clothing because I do a lot of clothing, but I just don't. I didn't mess with it much, and I totally deleted the app and everything. And then I started talking to him, and he's like, "Man, I do really good on Posh. Like, you should try it out again."
Yeah, it's all about diversity for me. Like, a lot of people just want to sell on eBay or just sell on one platform, you know, and if that works for them, then that's great. But for me, I mean, there's so many opportunities to take with so many different platforms that for me, I'm like, hey, I'll put in the work to list the same item on 5 different platforms to get the exposure in more places. You know, like that Planet Hollywood jacket was on eBay, it was on Poshmark, it was on Depop, and I think it was on either Mercari or Facebook Marketplace. So I had it on multiple platforms, you know what I mean? And then whichever one it sells first, then, you know, I take the money and run. But, you know, the exposure is different people in different age groups and different generations are using different apps for different products. So, you know, like you might sell a Game Boy on Mercari faster than you would sell it on eBay because, you know, someone likes the process of Mercari's app better because it's right on their phone than having to search on eBay, you know. But eBay's
the other day when I sent you the picture of those foams I found, you're like, try goat, and I'm like, what in the world is goat?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you were spitting out all kinds of new apps. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, and those are apps that I haven't even really gotten involved with, but because I'm constantly trying to stay informed about the other platforms that are out there from other resellers and stuff too. Like Goat and StockX are so crazy that you can literally buy a shoe in the store, take pictures of it and upload it to the app and sell the shoe to the app for more than you pay for it in the store before you even check out at the register. Like, it's insane. You can buy a pair of shoes for $50 and then Goat or StockX will buy them from you for $130. And then you go check out at the register and you use the money that you got from the app to pay for the shoes.
That's amazing.
I mean,
I'm glad. How many people in the chat knew about that? If you knew about that, type 1. If you did not know about that, type 2. See,
but doesn't the other thing with StockX, don't you have to have the box?
Yes. So StockX, you do have to have the box, and it has to be like mint condition. That's why you have to upload pictures. If there's damage on the box or if the tissue paper is missing.
It too.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, because they're advertising it. StockX is buying it and then reselling it to other people. So, you know, or people are buying it from the app, you know, whatever. So,
yeah, and
they double check it.
It makes sense because, I mean, they get, you know, they'll have so many people that do that with them that they have the option to choose. So why not, you know, get perfect condition boxes, and you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's genius. That's awesome.
Yeah, so like if you go to Marshall's and stuff and they don't have the box, like, don't go to StockX because they ain't gonna buy it.
Yeah, I mean, you can still list it. You can still sell it as used. So you can still sell them as used or open box or new without box. But StockX specifically, for certain things, does require you to have it in the boxes. And I'm no expert on StockX or Goat, so don't, you know, take me for everything.
I've been looking into all of them, and I'm like, well, I don't have the box. I don't want to sell them used or any of that. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go down those avenues. I want to get, you know, decent dollar, not top price because I don't have a box, but
Yeah.
still want to make some money out of it.
Now, I got a question for you, Drew, since we're on this topic. I think everybody has their own way of doing things, right? Like some people are more at peace or happier, just concentrating on Amazon. Some people are, more at peace doing maybe two platforms. Some people will prefer doing flea markets because they like that personal interaction with, people, right?
Right.
So, like, how do you see yourself? Like, are you the type of person that needs to be like doing a little bit of everything and just always, constantly on different platforms and stuff? Does that bring you some sort of peace? Like, if you didn't have that opportunity, where you own, like, would you prefer doing like just one platform and being, successful in just one platform, or would you prefer doing all kind of platforms and with the same success?
Okay.
Um, yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of all over the place for me. I don't know, man. It's a tough question for me because I think my major issue with reselling for myself is FOMO, fear of missing out. So, like, I would much rather post the same item on multiple platforms, knowing that I have a better chance of selling it, than only posting it on eBay and saying, "Well, I'll just take my chances." Now, not every item. Like, for example, I have, like, right now my eBay store is like 1,125 items, and then my Poshmark store is like 425 items. So, but I've been doing eBay longer than Poshmark, and Poshmark is mainly like clothing and home goods stuff. So I've been posting, I've been cross posting over to Poshmark as I've been growing that platform. But it, if and when one platform starts doing better than the other, or one niche for me starts doing better than everything else, then yeah, I'm going to focus on that. Like right now, clothing is my bread and butter, but I don't even really like know fashion that much. But all I have to do is search something on eBay and see what it's selling for. So like that's kind of how things are for me. Is I just look it up and see if it's selling, and if it is, then I buy it from the bins, or at Goodwill. Like those cameras I bought at the garage sale. I mean, I don't know anything about security cameras, but I know that they're selling for hundreds of dollars on eBay, and someone wanted to sell them for $5. So, um, like that kind of stuff for me is like I have peace at night knowing like where I am. If that's what you mean, like I don't feel like um, I'm I'm missing out in an area because I'm still learning and growing. So, the process, eh, I really like what Gary Vaynerchuk has to say about like, the process, enjoying the process. I love every step of reselling, from sourcing to listing, washing the clothes, taking measurements, taking good pictures, posting it, sharing stuff on Instagram, making YouTube videos. Like I love the whole process, and if you don't love the whole process, then you're probably doing the wrong thing, because you have to enjoy every step of what you're doing. Like when I was telling you guys that I was posting stuff on eBay on the way to my fishing trip this morning, is because I love what I do. Like I don't dread waking up and having to list stuff that I've sourced at Goodwill. I love the fact of knowing that I can wake up and list stuff, clean it up, take good pictures, and sell it for more than I paid for. And I'm motivated by the faster I list stuff, the more money I'm going to make.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you there, man. I try to list, like, especially like if I go to Marshalls or TJ Maxx, like I try, as soon as I get home, I unload those bags and I'm taking photos and I'm getting that on eBay, Poshmark,
Yeah.
mercari as fast as I can. Get that money
Yep.
back.
I try to do it same day if possible, but depending on the size of my haul, where I go, then, you can't, like, for when I go to the bins, because I just don't know where it's coming from. I always wash everything that I buy from the bins, and I do tons of laundry. I'm constantly changing my laundry, um, to make sure that it's clean and to get any stains out or dirt, to make it look as nice as possible as well. And that's a step that a lot of people don't take. They just pick it from the bins and sell it as is. And I think that if it cleans up well and it smells nice, you get better reviews. People leave you better feedback, all that
Right.
kind of stuff. And all that stuff matters to me. I mean, I've owned multiple businesses before I decided to become a reseller. I had a scooter and motorcycle shop for almost 6 years. And customer service was the most important thing to my business, because if people left me bad reviews, then, other people wouldn't buy my product. So, anything I can do to make sure that my customers are happy, whether it's adding a note, to a sale, or, getting different color. I don't know if you saw, Jordan, on my Instagram, but like I got these new poly mailers and they're black. And I think just having something different that stands out when you get something in the mail than just a typical clear poly mailer or something like that is something that people look forward to when they get a cool bag or something like that, or a thank you note or things like that. And I don't do it on every sale, but that stuff matters. And a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
try.
people,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, a lot of people don't take those extra steps. And for me, I do a lot of that.
Yeah, I try like with since I have like the eBay store, I just used it to buy like the thank you cards. So like I've been trying. It's a new step in my process to now put those cards in like my poly bags or boxes or anything with every sale, is to put those in there. And some get it, some don't. Sometimes
Yeah.
I forget it.
Especially the high ticket items or the more expensive stuff. It's
Yeah.
definitely worth putting in there. And then you can get stickers from eBay for like, I think it's like $10, and you get a roll of 500 stickers that say, your feedback is very important to us. Please reach out before leaving negative feedback if there's anything wrong with your purchase, and thank you, or something like that. It's just a sticker that you slap right on the package, and that's
Yeah.
helped me, 1 or 2 times already, from people that had concerns, and I was able to address it before getting negative feedback.
It was like even yesterday. I sold one thing yesterday when I was at work. I got home, I grabbed this stuff out, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like feeling the boxes, and I'm like, something's different in this one. Because the guy bought 2 things, and I'm like, something's different in this one as it is in this other one. And I opened the box up, and they were from a surplus store. And I opened the box up, and I'm like, oh man, like I'm missing 3 elastic straps in this thing. And I went ahead and I messaged the dude, and I was like, hey man, I noticed something when I was packing your order, and I want to let you know ahead of time. I'm missing 3 elastic straps in the one, but the one's complete. So if you want me to completely refund you for the one item, and I'll just throw it away, or if you still want it, I'll just cut you a deal on it and just refund you some money. And he was like, yeah, man, just refund me some money, work a deal with me, and all is well. Thanks for the heads up. I was like, wow, okay. Like I was expecting him to be a total jerk, but I've had a lot of good buyers, so to speak, the past couple of weeks. They're willing to work with you.
That little bit of courtesy goes a long way, honestly. And people don't realize that. They just think that you can, just deal with it later. And like I had a situation. It was probably one of the best sales I had ever made on eBay. I bought a vintage camera, a Raleigh Flex, at a garage sale for $10, and I ended up selling it on eBay within 24 hours for $850.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing. That was like one of the first weeks of garage sales that I started recording YouTube videos. So it was like just an amazing find. And but so the guy got the camera, and I didn't know anything about it. I didn't polish it. I didn't do anything to it. Well, I wiped it off with like some like baby wipes and Q-tips and stuff just to get the dust off. But I didn't know anything about the camera. I just looked up the model and listed it and sold it. And the guy gets it and says that there's, I guess, fungus that grows on the inside of the lenses or something like that with vintage cameras. And that's not anything that I had ever heard of. And he sent me pictures, like from a picture of inside the camera, that you can see these like snowflake looking fungi things on the lens. And he told me that he had a guy that could fix it, but it was going to cost about $150 to $250 to take it apart, clean it, and repair it. And, I said, well, what would you like me to do? Do you want a full refund, or, do you want to work something out? And he basically said, well, I still want the camera. I really like the camera. It's in great shape other than this one flaw. And so I said, well, how about I split the difference with you of the cost for fixing the camera? and I'll give you $75 refund. And he took it, and I couldn't believe it because I thought I was going to have to give a full refund.
Right.
And
Wow.
I honestly, I should have just given him the $150 so that I didn't lose out. But I was still learning eBay. I was like, let me just see if he's willing to negotiate. And he took the $75, and I was able to save an $850 sale, you know, by like you said, Jordan, just like talking to the customer and showing that courtesy. So
Yeah.
it's worth it.
That's like even like what was it, like last week before last? I shipped out like multiple pairs of shoes, and like the biggest thing is like be careful buying these shoes at Marshall's, and like when they say like size 9, like double triple check, look in Google, like make sure they're men's, make sure they're women's. You know, type those ART numbers in and Google that stuff, because I sold some shoes and like, you know, the buyer was like, "Yo, these are like 2 sizes too big. I think these are men's size 9, not a women's." And yeah, they were right. So those came back to me, and I gave them full refund. And then like the next day, I shipped out some shoes, and I grabbed the wrong ones off the top of my shoe rack. Through a I polybag all my shoes, so you know a number 7 and a number 9 looked pretty similar, and yeah, I shipped him the size 7. He ordered the size 9. He was pretty salty, which I get it, I understand, and he was not happy about it. He was pretty mean, and then he was pretty cool after the fact. The guy messaged him, and I was like, "Yo," I sent him a picture. I was like, "Yo, I got the size 9s right here. I screwed up. I shipped you the wrong ones. My bad." Because at first he was like, "Hey man, either you lied on your listing or you screwed up or this." Like, I mean, he was just going on, and I was like, which I get. I mean, but yeah, it was just I grabbed the wrong ones, sent him the wrong ones, and you know he's like, I talked him down off the ledge, and he was cool with it. He's like, "I'll just send these back. Just send me the other ones." I called eBay. I'm like, "How do you do like a
Replacement.
replacement?" Yeah. So I had to call eBay, and I was like, "How do I go about this?" And they're like, "Well, don't do anything until he does a return request, sends them back to you, and you physically have the shoes in your hands again. Then go ahead and mail the new shoes out to him. But please document it in Messenger, like what carrier you're using and a tracking number." He's like, "It's not really for them. It's more for us to cover your butt." And I'm like, "Okay, like that makes sense." He goes, "Because if you go ahead and send these out now, this guy can just be like, all right, whatever."
Oh yeah, he'll just take them.
Yeah, and he gets 2 pairs of shoes and still get his money back because of buyer protection.
Yeah.
So I'm out 2 pairs of shoes and $80.
Yeah, that happened to me. Kind of in a situation where I sold a pair of Skechers Shape Up shoes that I had bought from a garage sale, and I sold them for like $90. And then is my camera all messed up? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, you look good, man.
I know, but it's like to me it looks like it's all messed up.
No, it's clear.
I don't know why I'm seeing something different then. Hold on, let me just reset this.
Hi. Hi.
Say something.
Subscribe to Ryan Gamer 55. The Gamer Ryan.
What games do they play?
What games do you guys play?
Minecraft mostly, Roblox, Fortnite, GTA.
Oh, I have a friend that plays Fortnite.
I play GTA. He doesn't. He's too young.
Why isn't this
He's
setting up?
He plays GTA, but he doesn't because he's too young.
Makes no sense. What? He's 7 and I'm 7.
It makes no sense. They're both 7.
Yeah, but my brothers let me play on the Xbox.
Oh,
It's unfair.
that's what it is. You got.
I love my Xbox from my brother.
I can't get my camera set properly, so I'm sorry, but hopefully it's okay.
Dude, it's coming through.
Yeah, it's
good.
coming through fine. You look fine. It's not looking
whatever.
weird on this end.
It looks really messed up to me. That's weird. But anyway, so the shoes, the shape.
Yo, dude. Wow. I'm sorry, guys.
Don't
This is
forget to
Cuban.
subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe. Cuban, man. Cuban families, man. That's how we are. We're wild.
So those shape ups, they have this like foam material on them that's like a shock absorber. And to make a long story short, the shoes were brand new. Like the box had a CD to watch how to use the shoes in the workplace, an owner's manual, tissue paper. Like I could have sold them on StockX. That's how new they were. And the guy got them and said that there's like these tiny little tears in the foam. And so he returned them, but whatever. But I accepted the return and refunded the guy's money before I got the shoes. And then he agreed to pay for shipping in the eBay messenger. And that's how I told him I would do the return, is if he paid for the shipping to send them back. And he said, okay. And then I hit accept return or refund the buyer, which I thought meant accept the return. And the guy never paid me the shipping because I didn't wait to get the shoes, you know? So I got messed up there. So
yeah, with those ones, I don't know what happens at this point, because he had until today to ship them back to me, and they're still not shipped. So I don't know what that means as far as, what if he ships them tomorrow or the day after? What's eBay do about that? Because that's their standard. He had until today to ship them back to me, and he hasn't. So I don't really know where to go from there. Like if I get them a week from now, what do I know what I should do, but what does eBay want me to do?
Right. Yeah, I honestly don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one that I have to figure out here in the next week. If this guy even sends them back to me. If not, then he's got a pair of size 7s. I don't know. And I got his money.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like he put in a return request, but he had X amount of days to ship them out, and he hasn't shipped them all week long. So I don't know where to go.
Yeah, well then it's out of your hands, and eBay should
step in at this point.
Yeah, and basically let you not let you win, but you would win the case or whatever, the open case.
Yeah, so like every day I'm hustling said, just eBay sometimes doesn't give you that info, and the next thing you know, you just have a random package. Just wait till it's past the deadline and call eBay. So basically I should just call eBay tomorrow and be like, hey, this guy hasn't mailed these yet. Where do I go from here? You have to ask to close the return. So I need to call eBay like tomorrow, because he was supposed to ship them by today. So by yesterday, the 26th. He was supposed to ship them by the 26th. Today's the 27th. So yeah, he was supposed to ship them by yesterday. So I should call eBay and have them close it, or I've never dealt with that. So
they should close the case if the guy never shipped them. I had a situation like that where it was pretty much the same thing, and I had to try to call them because it was like a weird situation where it was like an unpaid buyer, something or other. And I had sold an item and he didn't pay for it. And then he said he was going to pay for it. So I waited, and then he didn't pay for it. So then I had to contact eBay, and they said that there was a certain method that you had to do. Like you have to close the case, but then you have to wait for them to approve it. But don't click cancel order. Like if you click cancel order on eBay, then I don't know. It's something like that. Seems like some people in the chat.
They'll close it.
Yeah.
Everyone here's dealt with it. I've never dealt with it, so yeah.
Yeah, if you do it the wrong way, then you can lose your money. So that's definitely better to call eBay and take the extra couple minutes.
Yeah, I've like this Tommy guy. Like I've been in contact with the buyer all week, and he told me on Tuesday, or actually last week, he told me he was going to ship them back Saturday, and then he said he was going to ship them by Tuesday, and they haven't been shipped yet. it's still showing not shipped. So I've been in contact with him, and I've gotten no response from since like Sunday night.
I don't know, but I just see snakes.
Gimme.
Tiffany, you haven't said anything. What's going on with all these Amazon returns? How does that work?
She's learning.
Well, Amazon basically, 99% of the time sides with the customer. And I mean, they can return things even after 30 days. I mean, I've heard of stories of months later, customers returning things. With Amazon, it's pretty much the customer's right and you're wrong, and you just suck it up and deal with it.
Are you doing FBA?
Yeah. So I do
Okay.
majority FBA. I've done some merchant fulfilling because I really enjoy it. I do like
Yeah, it still says not shipped.
personally wrapping
Not shipped.
wrapping up something and taking it, to the post office. And I write them a little handwritten note thanking them. But 99% of what I do is FBA. So, and you get an email when it's Amazon and there's an FBA return, you get an email that a refund has been initiated. I have a lot of returns where the customer will say that they didn't receive the item, which like Amazon will still pay you for that because it's technically like UPS's fault. So they take that up with UPS. But yeah.
I've heard of that. Yeah, I've heard of that with UPS, like having to take responsibility for lost packages and things like that.
Yeah.
Or damaged items.
Yeah, I get a lot of the customer either says the item was damaged in transit, or they say like they never received the package. So,
well, people be stealing Amazon packages right off of people's doors.
I've heard of that. Yeah, I've heard.
There's like viral videos on YouTube of all the people who have those like not webcams, but like Ring.
Yeah.
And people just. You can literally see the camera, and then people are just still walking up and just taking packages and running away. It's crazy.
Yeah. So with you, like when you got started, like who guided you? How did you figure out,
What's that?
Like when you got started, like, what did you have mentors, or how did you kind of get yourself like the ball rolling, and who did you learn from?
So I would say that I actually didn't have any like mentors. Everything started on YouTube.
Okay.
Like even making YouTube videos started by watching other people on YouTube, just watching what they're doing, how they're doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like even for example, again, Josh, who's in the chat, like I watch his videos and he like straps a GoPro when he's at garage sales, and then he, uses that footage. And so I started to do that. I used to just record and hold my phone as I was walking, but then I couldn't look stuff up on eBay. So now I'm kind of changing over to that. But as far as like reselling and stuff is concerned, what actually got me really, really excited about like reselling and stuff was I came across Ray as the Entrepreneur's page, and I saw that he was making videos in March, I think February and March, about eBay and Poshmark, about like, can you make money going to the thrift store? And I don't even remember how I came across his videos, to be honest, but I came across them. And he was like making these little videos of going to his local thrift store and buying a couple shirts for like $3-4 and selling them on eBay for $9 or $10, and showing the eBay fees, the shipping fees, the gas, and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, man, this seems pretty easy. And I was like, I got a bunch of stuff around my house that I can sell that I'm not using. And one of the first things that I started to list was these Super Nintendo games that I have from my old Super Nintendo from when I was a kid. Yeah. And it's just kind of like been in my closet. And I sold one of my Super Nintendo games for $150. Wow. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this full time for the rest of my life. Yeah. And I basically just said, I'm going to figure it out. And, pretty, like I said earlier, pretty much everything I do is if I see something that I think is worth something, I just look it up on eBay and see if it's selling. And if it's not, I put it back. And if it is, I pick it up. And some stuff sits for a while, even though other ones are sold, but
Yeah.
I tend to price my stuff really high too, because I seeing other people sell them for same prices. I could sell it for a lot less. Like I picked up this dash cam for a car, at Goodwill for $1.99, and they're selling for like $40. So I listed mine. I listed mine for $41.99, free shipping, and I haven't sold it yet. But I could sell it for $25 if I lowered the price. I could sell it in 24 hours for $25. But I'm willing to hold off because I am not really desperate for sales, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
And I'd rather increase my margins by being more patient than being desperate and um, selling quick items, because I sell quick items all the time too, like t-shirts and stuff like that. Nike shirts. I can sell a Nike shirt that I pick up at the bins for 50 cents or 25 cents. I can sell a Nike shirt for 10 or 12 bucks, really fast. So like I have those 10 or $12 sales, but I'm trying to make my numbers, my average sale be a lot higher. So I'm also picking stuff that is selling for more. But yeah, and like Josh said again, I mean, Garage Flip, Cincinnati Picker, all those guys, I just started watching them. I watched a lot of Rally Roots,
Mm-hmm.
A lot of their thrifting videos. Now, some of their stuff is getting kind of like, more on the entertainment side than on the educational side, in my opinion, which is cool. I mean, everybody can do whatever they want with their channel. So, but I think that just kind of learning from other people, like I have been dying to learn FBA, but I can't figure it out for the life of me.
Yeah.
And I've even watched videos. I've watched Rake and Profit, who is like one of the top FBA guys on YouTube. I've looked at those, Facebook ads that are like, want to become part of the 100K club, you need Amazon FBA in your life, whatever. And like, I've even looked at those and they still don't make sense to me. So,
Yeah.
that's still something that I'm just still learning because I haven't gotten there yet. But like the other apps like Depop, I was at the bins one day and some kid was telling me that he sells like I don't remember what he said, something crazy like 10K a month on Depop or something like that. And I was like, you got to
Wow.
be kidding me. So I downloaded the app and I just started posting stuff for sale on there, and then I started making sales. Not a lot, but I started making sales.
Yeah.
So like when I talk to other people a lot,
Yeah.
and that's probably the thing that's helped me out the most is like if I'm at the bins or if I'm at a thrift store and I see other people like looking stuff up on eBay, I'll be like, hey, are you a reseller? Like I met this one guy in one of my videos. I actually put him in one of my videos when I was thrifting with one of my friends. And he was asking me if I was recording a video for YouTube, and I told him, yeah. And I was just asking him some questions, and he buys and resells sports cards. He buys
Wow.
them. He buys them on eBay and then resells them and flips them because he knows what they're worth. And
Mm.
he was saying that last year in December he bought a LeBron James card for like $1,200 and then flipped it and sold it for $13,000.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
That is amazing.
So like just
Wow.
talking to people has honestly helped me learn so much with this business and flipping and stuff. I mean, I was reselling a lot of stuff on Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah.
so that was really helpful to me. And then
Yeah.
my scooter and motorcycle shop, I was always flipping scooters. So I'd buy scooters on Facebook, that people had broken down or weren't working, and then I'd flip them at my shop and
Right.
resell them. So like
Right.
I kind of knew that part of the process, but then learning how to do it like in the reselling format, like you can't really sell scooters and motorcycles on eBay.
Right.
So I took what I knew how to do, like the process, and then replicated it into eBay.
That's very smart. Yeah, I like that. Well, if you ever have questions about Amazon,
I
more
will
than
for sure.
willing. I
You're
love to
you're
talk
with the
about
Queen Amazon
Amazon,
right now.
and I definitely want to help people. So, I mean, I would not have got my face on YouTube, but these two guys here, you know, they've been very encouraging. So here I
Yeah, that's
am.
great. That's great. I mean, I can't believe how much money people are making selling books. That's the thing that has me like my mind blown. Is like the one thing that I need to get into is doing FBA and books.
Right.
And like
Books
I
and
just
just simple stuff. Like Alex said, like you can find something at Walmart clearance, crazy places that, you like before I started Amazon, I thought people just shopped that place to buy it for themselves, but you can buy stuff for, cheap, $5 and it's $50 on Amazon. And you're like, why? What?
Yeah, it's insane. I saw that like the bearded picker. I don't know if any of you guys follow him or whatever, but
Oh no, who's that?
Yeah,
He-
I'm not sure.
well,
Who's that?
I guess I am new to the group, huh? But
Yeah,
he
sounds good.
he did that video of the Monopoly Millennials, and
Yeah,
my jaw dropped. Like I'm literally just watching him make thousands of dollars every
right,
Walmart he's going,
right.
or hundreds of dollars every Walmart he's going
Well,
into.
I just got back. I was out of town and I was hunting strategically for, some things. And I mean, it's crazy. Like, you think like people do this for a living, but it's true.
Yeah.
Versus
Yeah, it's
like
So,
versus like me, I got this printer that I just sold for a few hundred, right under $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Got it
wow.
for $100. You know what I'm saying? So I
Well, you
like
would have
that.
got it cheaper, but the guy looked it up.
The guy Googled it, bro. Videos coming soon.
Wow. That's insane, dude. That's great.
Yeah.
Is that some short, bald-headed fat dude?
Everybody's making fun of me now.
No, it's not.
no, he's asking if that is who the
I
beard, you
heard
mentioned the
Sue might
bearded
know
picker.
that guy.
Yeah, I don't know who the bearded picker is, but
Yeah, if it wasn't for the bearded picker, I don't know if me or Alex would be. If I know me and Alex wouldn't be doing this show if it wasn't for Scott.
yeah, Scott and Shane, they're the ones who.
Yeah,
But, well, Shane brought me on, and Scott brought you on, and then
yeah,
we connected, and then we spread the love.
yeah. Then we
Hey,
started
wow.
we started our own show off of that.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
we came up with an idea. Let's do a Saturday night show. We were the only ones doing it. Nobody else is doing it. And then it became this thing where everybody in the reselling community would come on. Like Scott would come on, John Johnson, who never more antiques, would come on. I mean, Wade's Ventures would come on. Everybody would just come on, and it would be like, who's gonna show up today?
Yeah. That's
And
awesome.
then, but yeah, it's
I
been
told
fun, man. It's been awesome.
I told the bearded picker in one of his live streams that I wanted to be on the next season of Dumpster Wars. So hopefully he'll take my application.
Yeah, man.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
that kind of stuff.
We
I
have some
have no
connections.
shame.
Did you see my Dumpster Wars commercial?
I don't know.
I'll hook up with you after the show. Stay on after the show. I'm gonna show you my Dumpster Wars
Okay.
commercial. It's hilarious.
I just put out a video
when
a
the
couple
show
weeks
ends,
ago.
don't hit end and leave. Stay on.
Okay.
Just for a few
I just
minutes.
put out a video a couple weeks ago, dumpster diving for shipping supplies. And I just
That was
literally
awesome
drove
when you
around.
sold that like Harley, that motorcycle, like rocking
Yeah,
chair or
I
whatever
got that for
was.
free. I got it for free. Someone was throwing it away in an apartment complex, and I went and picked it up, and I sold it for $175.
Yeah,
Charger.
so you made some good money off that. And then he went and dug through the dumpsters to get all the shipping supplies, so he had zero money in that
That's
whatsoever.
absolutely right.
Yeah, I've heard the
Other than some
dumpsters.
tape.
I've heard the dumpster is good for tape and bubble wrap and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got no shame.
I haven't. I went dumpster diving the other night. I didn't find nothing. I just got a handful of something wet and sticky, and I didn't have a light on me. I totally was unprepared. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go behind this GameStop right now. Well, I like the curb diving. Like I think taco.
Oh yeah,
Stacks is
taco
more-
stacks. Yeah,
Yeah, bro, I've been making so much ridiculous money, bro. It's insane how much money I got. This bro, ridiculous amounts of money, bro, off of stuff that people are throwing in the trash, dude. Like
know.
on the side of the road. It's crazy, bro.
Yep. Especially on Saturdays after garage sales, people do like curb alerts on Facebook Marketplace, and they'll just say, "Come take everything. I want it gone." And like I went I went to one of those a couple weeks ago. Someone posted on Facebook that they had a bunch of garage sale stuff that they were getting rid of. I went and picked all of it up. It was a set of golf clubs. It was a Black & Decker edger and trimmer. I got Dungeons and Dragons figurines that are selling that I sold for like 15, 25, 30 bucks per figure. And all sorts of stuff. And she was just throwing it all away. Books. I didn't know any of the books, but if I was doing FBA, I probably could have sold a bunch of them. But, you know, I'm still learning.
Man, books on FBA, that's the way to go, man. There's this dude, his name's Money Badger. He there's a Facebook group too. But anyway, the kid was like, they told me sell books, I'm gonna sell books. And now he's at like, I don't know how many books in his inventory, but he's hitting books hard. And he's doing very well with books, bro. Very well for somebody. And I say kid, but the guy's a grown man.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like he's doing very well with books, man. And it's because he focused his, you know, he was like, this is what I'm doing. And he stuck to it, you know?
Hey, Beach Life Travel, I'll send you my PayPal.
Right?
That's about the
No.
only way you can donate to the show. We'll send you our PayPal.
Absolutely.
You can actually,
That's so nice. That's so
that's
nice,
my
people.
uncle. If you want to donate to the show, just I'm right here, man. Just walk into the room. You just give me cash. We take cash. Check. I got Zelle and I got
Venmo, Cash App,
Yeah.
InstaPay, Apple Pay, you name it. I got it.
Well, DG Pickle should be almost there at that point where he can one day. What do you call it?
Yeah.
What's that thing? Super chat. The
Yeah,
super chat.
I used one of my other email addresses to get in the chat right now, and I was the 900th subscriber. I subscribed to your channel with my other email address, so you could hit 900 before the chat.
Nice.
Thanks.
100 to go. Let's get
100 to
DG
go.
Yeah, bro, 100.
And
That's
then
awesome.
like I don't know, like 2,600 hours.
We get
to
some
go.
money, man. Sorry.
Yeah, I got quite a bit of hours to go yet, but we're almost at the halfway point.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're gonna start getting you some more view time.
Yeah.
I
need to make videos. I've been slacking, but life is taking that grip.
I'm gonna sign you up for www.igotsubs.com. And it's / buy 2 get 1 sub for free, and you can just get hooked up, man. We'll hook you up with views, and likes, and subscribers.
Yeah, Sue said just do some more videos sleeping.
Do it.
I'm telling you, man, that's what you need to do. That's a great idea.
One YouTuber that I became friends with. Also, if any of you guys are not in, there's a group on Facebook called like Reselling Resource. If you guys aren't in that group, I highly suggest joining it. There's like over 10,000 active members, and well, I wouldn't say active members. There's 10,000 members, but a couple thousand active for sure. And I mean, I've learned a lot from that group too. I know, Tiffany, you were asking me about like, you know, what I've learned. I've learned a lot from that group, and there's tons of other YouTubers in there. The main guy who created the group, his name's Dominic. He's got a YouTube channel with like, I think almost 7,000 subscribers. And he's a super cool guy. And he's got a lot of videos about like how to ship box certain size packages to, you know, be on the lookout for. Like, he picked up these vintage Kiss pencils, like the band Kiss.
Yeah, you're talking about Primetime Treasure Hunter.
Yeah, Primetime Treasure Hunter. Yeah, he picked up those pencils for free at a garage sale. He picked up 3 packages of them, and he sold 2 of them for $275 each for a pack of pencils.
That is crazy.
But like all this stuff in the group is going on, and it's just been really helpful for me. And one of the ladies was saying that she was, to get to 1,000 subscribers, that was my point, was she was making videos every single day until she hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm like, hold up, that's
too much. Like that's way too much work. That's a lot
of content. So
not even the content. That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Now, what is
making a video takes a lot of time.
What is the name of this Facebook group again?
It's like Facebook Reselling Resource. Hold on, I'll post a link to it in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and look.
It's actually like resource. Here, I'll post a link to it right now. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
He usually jumps in the chat every once in a while. He'll come on the he'll come say what's up.
Yeah.
Dominus,
If I wish I would have thought about it, I should have posted the link to the live stream in the reselling group, and probably would have had a couple people join. But I don't know. Is it coming up as a clickable link?
We might have to approve it because you're not a moderator, but we can do that.
yeah, just put it in there and we'll let it slide. You know what I'm saying?
I posted it.
Post it in. Can you post it in the private chat and then we'll copy and paste it?
He's on his phone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. And for those in the chat right now, I just want to say real quick, if you're not subscribed to Monster Profit, right? That's how it is, right?
Profit Monster.
Profit Monster, my bad. I knew I said, wait, it's the other way, and I said the wrong way anyway. Profit Monsters, subscribe to Profit Monsters, man. This guy, he's killing it, and he's doing amazing things. Subscribe to Eat Sleep Amazon as well. If you're new to the channel, you haven't subscribed to DG Picker, subscribe to him. He's at 900 subscribers. Let's get him to 1 million by tonight. 1 million subscribers for DG Picker. Hey, you got to speak it into existence. Let me tell you something. I've been making things, not me. I haven't done nothing. God in my life, hallelujah, praise the Lord. He has been making things happen in my life. Just and me just being positive, saying positive thing, making things. It's like they happen. It's weird. It's crazy.
Is it Reselling Resource Center?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I just sent the link to you, Jordan, on Facebook Messenger.
I just got it.
So
yeah, Tiffany's got it in the group chat here.
Okay. Yeah, it's a great resource. I mean, it's literally what it is for people asking all sorts of questions, like even what Jordan was just saying about that return issue. I've stayed very active in that group because it's also helped my YouTube channel grow, and sharing with other YouTubers and asking other YouTubers questions. Thrift Store Gold, if you guys follow them at all, they're pretty active in the group. And then Dominic, and then there's another guy, Christopher Avalos. He's a moderator in the group. There's quite a few, and Bolo Buddies, Courtney Hayes. There's quite a few of them that are like moderators and stuff, and they're very active in the group and stuff. It's just crazy how much I've learned from other people posting stuff, or people saying like, "Hey, I was at a garage sale today, and this is how much I paid for this, and then this is," or whatever. And I was like, "Wow, I never would have thought to look for that at a garage sale, or something like that." You know what I mean, or whatever. And different people just know different markets and different products. And there's everything from Amazon FBA to Etsy, which is something that I want to get into eventually as well, is Etsy, and everything. I mean, it's just a really cool resource. So
you got 97 to go.
97. You're almost famous.
Hey, let me see where I'm at. Let me see where I'm at real quick.
I forgot to say also, if you guys have not subscribed to my channel, my name's Fatman the Flipper. I'm trying to reach 10,000. I have 9,968 subscribers. Trying to get to 10,000 by tonight. If you guys want to show some love, go ahead. Somebody put the link in the chat. Help me get to 10,000 subscribers by tonight. I appreciate all the love, man. And I'm out.
You got 10K?
Well, you surprised? You don't know who I am, bro? Do you know who I am, bro? Who you think gave the bearded picker the idea about Monopoly anyway?
Hold on a second.
He's yanking your chain.
He's calling BS right now.
You calling BS on me, you mean?
No, you calling BS on him.
Oh.
He's looking you up right now, Alex.
I sure am. Oh, it's, you know why? It's because I'm not on my my regular email. I'm on my other email, so nothing's popping up. I was like, what the heck? Like all you guys I'm not subscribed to. It's because I'm on my other my real estate email address. I have my real estate license. I also sell real estate.
Do you still do that? Actively do that, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't really post as much on it. I have a Facebook page for my real estate and an Instagram, but though social media doesn't really do as well for me as a realtor. It's more word of mouth and, you know, being local in the community and involved in events and stuff like that. But just another way to make money. So.
Sorry, I got kicked out by some children.
Hey, all right, hold on a second. I'm about to do something for you guys since it's my first live stream here.
Oh wow.
Hold on. Why is this not working? Why is this not working?
Are
What
you gonna
is
shave your
it?
beard?
Am I gonna shave my heck no?
Never.
It's all messed up though because like I just got out of the shower before I got on the live stream and it was
What, your
like
beard?
yeah. So
Yeah,
it's like
he hasn't combed it and beard oil. And...
I've already brushed it like a million times, but why is this not loading? Oh my gosh. Okay.
The reseller said yuck.
No, he said, does this mean I got to do social media? And I said, yes, Pat. He said, yuck.
All right. Let's see. Hold on.
He's
Let
got
me set
52
my phone
subs
down.
and 0 content.
Okay, so let's look at this, right? Okay, I'm at 713 subscribers. Fat Man the Flippers, 726. Eat Sleep Amazon, 284. And then Jordan is 903. If everybody's channel goes up by 10 subscribers before the stream's over, I'll do a free mystery box giveaway in the chat, and I'll send out a mystery box that's worth over $100 of stuff to resell.
Oh,
No way, man. That's awesome.
Just 10 subscribers.
What?
All 4
That's-
channels go up 10 subscribers.
that's including shipping?
I'll pay for shipping. Yeah. Yep. I'll pay for all of it.
Dang.
You know that shipping is where it counts too, man, because
Yeah.
nowadays shipping's gone crazy.
It'll be
crazy.
an assortment of stuff too. It won't just be like t-shirts or anything. It'll be a mixture of stuff that I've already purchased that's in my inventory that I have listed on eBay. I'll take it off of my eBay store and I'll send it to someone.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. That is awesome. Yes, Kim, that is awesome. Let's
It'll probably be more than $100.
Yeah, y'all
This
better
is
start.
exciting.
Y'all better start smashing them subscribers.
Y'all better-
Only
That's
10.
terrible.
That's all we're asking for. All I'm asking for is all 4 channels to go up by 10 subscribers.
Yeah, we just basically need 10 of you that aren't already subscribed. To
How
just
many
subscribe
people
to
are
all 4 of
watching
us.
right now? Because I can't see that.
Yeah, I can't see that either. I have no clue.
Because I popped out the chat. Does
24.
anyone? 24 people are watching right now.
Yeah, I can't pull it.
Go, I guess
Is
I
that-
gotta go make
Is
some
that
ghost
Mikey
accounts.
over there?
I'd like to think that everybody's subscribed already.
Yeah, I'm pretty
But-
sure all these guys are, but yeah.
Yeah, I hope not.
Mikey,
Hey, if
you
y'all
wanna
ain't
go down there?
subscribed, it's all love, man. Just subscribe now,
Xbox controller wasn't working.
and we'll forgive you later.
Pat, count me out. Don't ship any more inventory.
Well, I have a very special event that's gonna happen when I get to 1,000, and it's gonna change the reselling community's life. Everyone in the reselling community on YouTube, their life will be altered, and from that moment forward, their lives are just gonna improve that much better when I get to. And I'm not even like exaggerating because I joke a lot, because I like to joke a lot. I like to play stupid, right? Like if you have a private conversation with me, things can be a little bit different. But I like to play stupid. It's fun. It's the personality in me. But when I hit 1,000 subscribers, something amazing. It's gonna change the YouTube community as we know it. Trust me. Like everybody, and it's gonna be people that like it's gonna affect everyone so much that the people that they're connected to and that they're not directly connected to are going to be affected by it, and it's going to change the world. It's going to be like a wave starting in Miami, and it's going to just cover the whole earth all the way to China. And the next morning, Eat Sleep Amazon is going to be teaching a Chinese kid how to recite the things that this Chinese child just heard about coming from Miami. That's not even an exaggeration. This is the truth. It's gonna happen, and you guys will be witness of it. Let me see the snake.
I'm about to make 300 ghost accounts just so I can see this happen.
Oh no, but wait, no, slow it down though, not too fast. I need at least. That's why I've been putting out content. Yo, dude, you keep doing that.
That's why you haven't been putting out content?
No, I've been slowing down because I do not want to hit 1,000 yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
This must be big then, huh?
Yeah, it's huge, dude. I'm talking about like high quality H2O, bro. like
I mean,
it's so amazing. It's ridiculous.
well, I'm excited.
Me too. Imagine how excited I am, and I know what's happening. Let me get the snake. Give me the snake.
Man, I gotta get my webcam fixed.
Too excited.
By the way, guys, this is Wallet.
Wallet the snake. Can I hear them? Like, can I hear them? Please, I want to hear them.
Yeah, here.
No, like that. We can all.
Yeah, I know, but
Thing,
you can't do that
Why?
because then it gets all messed up.
Yeah, but Pat, you buy by the truckload. Pat, the reseller, said that he hasn't sourced since the end of May. Well, he buys semi trucks.
Well, I hope to get to that one day. So, someone said, Fat Man Flipper, is that your son, nephew, random child?
My little baby cousin. I picked him up on the side of the
What the
road.
flip? I'm not homeless, you know.
I'm not homeless.
You picked him up while you were finding stuff to
I'm
resell
not
from the
freaking
curb.
homeless.
Thank you.
It's rude to me.
Aww.
Pat, you hurt his feelings. Way to go.
Shut the door.
He's an actor. He's an actor.
He's gonna be acting when he grows up.
Jesus is coming. Yeah, except his name is Jesus, and he's a Cuban and he cuts grass.
Okay.
You might clean your pool.
Listen, God has a sense of humor, folks, and I can prove it to you. The other day I'm at work and I'm like, man, I hope it rains. I prayed all morning that it would rain so I could leave home early. And it rained harder than it's rained in months. But it only rained for 4 minutes and then it stopped. So we had to stay. And that was God saying, ha ha, sucker.
Yeah, Pat. Busted. Oh, he bought it in May and didn't pick it up till June.
I really want to hear them.
Trying to see if I could post something on Instagram from my computer, but I never use Instagram on my computer, so I don't even know how to use it.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I don't know. People tell me you can post stuff on Instagram from a computer, but I haven't been able to figure it out.
I've never used Instagram from my computer.
Yeah, I've never posted. I know you can look at stuff, but I don't know if you can post from the computer. It's a good question.
Okay, so quick side note, on your selling free stuff on eBay Bolo video, the intro or whatever that has well, not right the intro, but there's like a where it says free stuff and then it has the Pluto hat. I got that same hat.
That's you.
Yes. I got that same hat.
How much you got to sell it for? I bet you my price is higher.
I think I sold it for like $24.99 plus shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's what I think I have. I don't even know what I have mine listed at right now, but I always overprice my stuff. And then
Yeah, me too.
I overprice it like and I got this tip from Suburban Beard,
Can I
who's
tell you
not here today
something?
because I think he's sick.
Alex, can I tell you
But he
something?
like, I'm not. Should I tell people? I'm gonna tell people. You overprice it, and then you put like a little promotion on it. You know what I'm saying? And you put like a 25% off kind of thing, and it kind of makes people say, "Oh man, this thing's on 25% off." I don't know. I've been trying it out.
Yeah, I've been toying around with that the last week.
I list high and then I offer free shipping, and typically that moves me to the top of like the eBay search for a specific item. So like I'll list a hat, like for example, Jordan, I think you saw it, but I sold a Chicago Bulls hat the other day, like within 5 minutes of listing it on eBay.
Yeah.
And I posted it. I posted it on.
Get ready
The heck?
to explode.
Sorry, I posted it on eBay and sold it within 5 minutes, but I listed it for $26.99. I paid like $1 for it at Goodwill, and I couldn't find any other hats like it, so I just decided to pick my own price. And then someone basically offered me $15, and I was like, "Hey, if you give me 20, I'll sell it to you right now." I just listed it, and he paid for it right away. So I was willing to take the lower price because it was such a quick sale. Like I'm not going to say no to selling something in 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So. But I could have waited out and sold it for more, but because I put it free shipping, it put it right at the top of eBay's search. So someone just happened to be searching Chicago Bulls, and I was at the top of the search.
Yeah, see, I was talking with Josh about that, like as far as like doing free shipping or stuff like that. Like I don't know, I try to play around with my eBay store every now and then. Like I'll buy test items and I'll kind of put feelers out there to see how they're gonna do, and then it's like, all right, do I sell the farm and buy that stuff, or what do I? And I've been kind of toying around with the free shipping, jack your price up, do the free shipping, which I hear a lot of people do that, Rally Roots and all those people. So I've been thinking about going down that avenue, and then the other one is what is it? One day shipping, or one day handling, or same day shipping, or
Free,
something
baby.
like that. Yeah.
All my stuff is fast and free. It's one day, one business day, and then I put the costs offer the same to all customers. Like I don't do any of the weighing, any of that stuff. I list with no numbers whatsoever on the shipping. And I put economy 1 to 10. And when it comes to, and then I just fast and free, so it's free shipping. And when it comes to actually shipping the item out, that's when I have every possible like option. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that the guy who's jumping in right now, which his name is the Trinidadian Thrifter, other than the Lithuanian lister himself,
And the thrifting thruster.
the thrifting thruster, the ASIN assassin.
I'm here for the bolos.
Yeah, so it's like every day I'm hustling, saying if you change your handling time to the same day or one day, you still get fast shipping to hit your post. The same way free shipping, like you'll still get fast and free hits on your listings, even though you still charge shipping. So I've heard about that too.
Oh, so it'll still say fast and free?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it still says fast and free, even if you offer with shipping, but you have one day handling or same day handling.
I might have to try that out because that doesn't make no sense to me, but I like it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Josh was telling me about that. It triggers something in the eBay algorithm that you can still charge shipping, but it's triggering something in the algorithm.
Yo,
That's wild.
Drew, I got a question for you.
I don't know. You look like you were like freaking out over there.
Yo, I'm freaking out. Yo, you ready? Do
Yeah.
you have a problem singing horribly or great in front of millions of people that are watching right now? There's 1.17 million people watching. Do you have a problem singing in front of them?
That's it.
Your ears might bleed. That's how bad my singing is.
All right, awesome. That's what we like. All right. So Sue brought it up, and I'll be honest, I didn't even think of it until I read it. But Sue said, "Happy birthday, Oscar." And if you don't know, the Trinidadian thrifter, the thrifting thruster, the Asian assassin, the merchandise murderer, Oscar. It was his birthday, and I want everybody to sing happy birthday for him because on this show we ain't scared.
Why aren't you
All right,
telling?
so
All right, let's do it.
let's do it. 1, 2, 3.
Happy
birthday
to you.
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Dear
dear
thrifting
the
thruster.
merchandise massacre monster person,
Happy
Oscar.
birthday
Day
to
you.
you. And many more. One more time. All right.
Thank you guys.
And everybody just unsubscribed.
Hey, can I hear?
I don't want Drew to lose money, man.
Can I hear?
I'm not even making money on YouTube yet, so it's all good.
Can I hear?
Thank you, Drew, for being such a good sport.
Hey, no problem, man.
All right, yeah, it says you won't get the free part on your listings, but you'll get the it'll still trigger the same as it would as if you offered fast and free.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes more sense.
But with me working full time and I have an hour commute,
Can I hear?
the 1 day handling kind of seems 1 day or same day is kind of iffy.
You need
I
to
don't
quit
know.
that job and start reselling full time.
Yeah, if I had the bins like you got near you, I would.
Hey, I didn't know about the bins until almost 4 months of starting to resell. Garage sales and free stuff on the curbs.
Garage sales and free stuff on the curbs.
Is it trash rules everything around me?
Trash
right.
rolls everything around me.
What'd you say?
What?
So that was different through the stereo.
Jordan lost subscribers after singing "Happy Birthday." Is that what's?
No, actually, it went up. It went up.
David. Yeah, David once he said that he thought I was gonna make you sing "Lady in Red" or something.
We still gotta sing Baby Shark one time.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Baby shark. Nobody.
Not again, please. It's not my favorite song. Help me, God. Please don't do it.
All right, I'm gonna hit my microphone now.
Yeah, I give props to you guys who do reselling and have a full-time job. That takes a lot of work for real.
It ain't easy.
Yeah.
Imagine having a full-time job, going out to source, then reselling, and then doing YouTube videos.
And going to school.
And going to,
And having to shower every single night.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I hardly do YouTube videos. And I don't go to school, but Oscar goes to school.
Yeah, man. And thank God next week is finals, and then I got 2 weeks off, and I'm finally going to be able to list everything I got here stored in my death pile behind me.
Ooh, I hate death piles.
Yeah, I posted in a Facebook group today, and this lady nailed it. And she goes, "I don't have a death pile. I have a death garage." And I was like, "Yes, like that's what it is. Like I have a death garage."
I think I like to think of it in a positive way. Like, you're out of here? Oh, man. Give me 5.
At least I'm not.
I'm going to send you those links later. Gamer Mikey, say bye to everybody.
Bye, everybody in the last.
See, man.
See you, dude.
Subscribe to Gamer Mikey 55 one more time.
Yeah, I'm sub to him.
Doc, he already got his 4 subscribers.
All right.
He just needs to get 100 subscribers.
Yep.
He just
I'm a
wants
huge fan.
Exactly.
to.
So, I'll be back, guys.
So, what do you guys consider a death pile? Like, as far as a certain amount of items, like, is it just a load of stuff, or is it just like a certain number?
Random accumulation of items that have not yet been listed. That
Yeah.
is my definition of a death pile. But see, there's different types of death piles. There's mine, which is an unorganized chaos, and then there's Jordan's, which Jordan has an organized chaos, because you know what everything is. You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, Jordan sent me some pictures on Instagram. Like, his is pretty organized for not being listed, but um, like for me, I just hate that feeling of going to bed knowing that I've got so many items that I have to list or that I picked, because then I feel bad if I go back out sourcing and I haven't listed that stuff yet.
Yeah,
So
it's a
like,
disease.
I know the
yeah,
feeling. Yeah, I know the
Yeah.
yes.
feeling definitely.
So
Yeah,
I
I'll
try to make
go.
sure that I list before I source again, or I at least have taken pictures of it and cleaned it, and then I
Yeah,
can
like
list
that's the
late at
biggest.
night.
My biggest thing is like when I go to Goodwill or something and I get a bunch of clothes, that takes the back burner and I just throw it in a pile or in a bags or in a tote and I have it sitting there and it's like, all right, all this is from Goodwill. I gotta wash it. I gotta, all that stuff and make sure it's all good to go before I list it. But that takes the back burner if I go to like say Marshalls or TJ Maxx and I pay up for those items there versus going to Goodwill. But I know the Goodwill items are my bread and butter, but the TJ Maxx items that I pay up for, I need up there as fast as I possibly can.
Yeah,
So
because you
the
spend a lot
Goodwill,
more money.
yeah, exactly. And then the Goodwill items sit back, and then I'll go out and I'll source again. And then I'm like, I've just gotten to the point. It's like, well, winter's gonna come. I'm gonna have not much to
Oh,
do, and I'm still gonna need stuff to list. So I don't really look
Yeah,
at having a death pile as a bad thing. As like I'm just still gonna have constant inventory that I have to list.
yeah. I'm at a point right now where I'm basically considering hiring somebody to help me do my
Mm-hmm.
listings, because I've heard of a couple people who have hired people, like teenagers, like 16, 17-year-old kids, that like live in the neighborhood or whatever. And they come do their listings for them. They take the pictures, they take the measurements, and then they post it on one platform, and then I can cross post it. And people pay like $1 to $3 per listing. So like, if I pull 30 items from the bins, I could pay between $30 and $60 to have someone do all of my work basically for me, and then I can be outsourcing more stuff.
Right,
And that's ideally what I want to be doing.
right.
yeah.
And that's an avenue I went down. It hasn't worked out yet for me. Hopefully it will soon. I was gonna have my stepmom. She was supposed to actually come over and start. She's like, I'm gonna list all your clothes. I said, good luck. She's,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it all in one day. And I said, I couldn't do all my clothing, and I know what I'm doing. Like I know how my process is and everything I do with my clothing. I'm like, I couldn't do all of my clothing in 2 weeks. Good luck if you're gonna try and do it in one day. But she was confident. I'm like, I love your enthusiasm and I love your confidence, but no.
I know why.
But she hasn't showed up. Life's kind of gotten her way too, so
Yeah.
I understand. And
Well,
then
like
yeah,
I
then
said,
then we had our baby, so it was like, okay.
yeah, well, that's intense too. My wife is pregnant. She's due in October, so like that's going to be interesting for me, because this is my first like full year, or my first year of doing reselling. So for all the people that are saying, that Q3 and Q4 are absolutely insane compared to the summer, um, I'm like trying to prepare now and get as many listings as I can done, and list as soon as I source, because I know that for me, like in October, when my son is going to be born, that I'm going to have a little bit less time to be able to be doing that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of like stocking up now so
Yeah.
that I have that stuff available for Q3 and Q4, because like I want to kill it. My goal is to make 50,000 this year in sales, in gross sales between all the platforms that I'm reselling on, and then grow from there. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel that there because I've told Alex, like I told him today in our group chat, I was like, I'm literally going for broke right now. Like Q4 is coming up, like everything profit wise I'm making, I'm completely reinvesting. I'm spending like I'm kind of getting a little ridiculous with it, but it's like I'm spending almost more than I'm making and taking from different avenues of income and throwing it into this to make it happen because I know Q4 is where it's going to pay off.
yeah. Oh, how does that work with FBA? Is that typically the same?
What's that?
Yeah, Tiffany, you answer.
Q4, like the end of the year, do you normally like, is your sales like insanely jump in Q4?
Well, this will be my first Q4. I just
Oh,
started
that
the
should be
end
good.
I just started the end of February, but according to, some mentors that I have, speaking with them, I mean, you can generally do like double to triple, your sales. I mean, there's, one guy right now, he's done 60,000 in profit for the year. And he expects to make 200,000 profit for the whole year. And a majority of that he expects to make in Q4 alone. So
Is
like,
Ty Lopez one of your mentors?
no. But yeah, so this will be my first Q4. I'm trying to make sure I get all my ducks in a row. And it's from what I've heard, it gets really crazy. So we'll see.
Yeah, I've never done Amazon Q4. I've dealt with eBay Q4 a couple years, but not as a like legit reseller. I've just sold on it during Christmas. I have a
Yeah,
kid, so I know the hot items. So
yeah, I'm so excited for it though. Like I can't wait to see. Like I think that I'm under preparing when I feel like I'm over preparing. Like I feel like I'm already purchasing stuff. Like I buy jackets, hoodies,
yeah,
puffers, like all that kind of stuff for
I've been
winter.
buying boots. They'll come out at Marshalls like here's $80 boots for $15, and I'm like, yep, I'll take them
Yeah.
because I know they're gonna sell. Like they're good brands. I know they're not gonna sell now, but in 3 months they're gonna sell for my asking price.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I'm already like right now on Amazon, I'm already selling some winter stuff. Like it's surprising, like blankets, like, heavy winter type blankets, like,
wow.
winter stuff that you would think like, little like, accessories and stuff. Like, I guess because people, like, not just because it's winter, but because like what I've heard is like, there are people that are taking vacations, to winter spots, or whatever right now, so they still will buy that kind of stuff,
And
Yeah. Or
that's even
people.
if you have like to list that stuff now, like with eBay, if you have the global shipping program, like you can,
Yeah.
you're selling it to people overseas where it's still winter. So
Yeah. The guy that bought my Adidas tracksuit, the one that I picked at the bins from the '80s. I don't know if it's because it was a tracksuit because it's like, you know, colder weather
Right.
clothing or not, but it was in Japan. I had to ship it through the global shipping program.
Wow.
So that was pretty cool.
yeah, I had somebody messaging me last night from Russia trying to buy something off of me, and they couldn't buy it. Wouldn't let them buy it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to go about that if Russia's one of the excluded places or what. I have no idea. But they were like sending me screenshots and whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what you're saying. Like I can't read your the screenshot was in Russian. I'm like, I have
Yeah.
no idea what this is saying to me.
I think it's ironic, like selling vintage, made in Japan stuff back to Japan.
Yeah.
It
It's
must be
hilarious.
it must be hard to find or something like that, which is weird, but like it's funny because like different areas like Miami, like I'm sure that you find or you at least see in your thrift stores like Miami Hurricanes and University of Miami, like stuff all day. But I don't see it that much up here in Orlando. But when I do, I pick it up all day because I sell it so quick on eBay, like vintage Miami Hurricanes snapback hats, jerseys, and stuff like that. But like Orlando Magic stuff, you know what I mean? It's like all over. But I still pick it up because like people used to live here, you know, in the 90s or something like that, and Orlando Magic was their team, and now they live in Ohio because they had to move for their job, you know, but they want an Orlando Magic vintage sweatshirt or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of resellers skip past their local teams and things like that, and I always pick it up because they're like, oh, my goodwill is flooded with University of Miami, so nobody will buy it. Well, you may not sell it on Facebook Marketplace, but there's still a huge market for it on eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, all right, guys. It's past 11 o'clock, so we're going to go ahead and call it a night. But before we do that, we're going to go around the horn, give everybody a last bit of advice, peace of mind, whatever. We'll start with Alex.
Yeah, man. Just set yourself little goals, little itty bitty little tiny little minuscule little tiny things, right? Things that you know you can accomplish, and accomplish those little itty bitty little fractional things, little by little, and that will make you believe that you can achieve anything. And when you beat those little itty bitty goals, and you see that you're able to achieve anything, make bigger goals. That's if you're starting out. If you're starting out, do that. And I promise you that you'll be achieving humongous, ginormous, unimaginable goals before you know it. Because you're gonna believe in yourself more than anything. And that's just something popped in my head randomly.
Tiffany, you got anything?
Yeah, I just want to, say thank you so much for being on our show tonight. I've learned a lot from you. And if you ever, have questions about Amazon, feel free to reach out, Instagram or Facebook. And yeah, I just want to say, continue to network and ask questions because, as we've learned tonight, that's how you learn, that's how you grow. And yeah, thank you, everybody.
Drew, you got anything you want to tell everybody?
Sure, yeah. I definitely want to say thank you to all of you guys for having me on the show. This is awesome. I love being a part of the community and stuff like that more and more and just growing myself. So thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you, everybody that's watching and supporting my YouTube channel as well that doesn't even know me. So that's really cool. If I had to give a piece of advice, I would say it's probably don't be afraid to take risks. Or the thing that you're scared to do the most, you should probably do first. So, like, if you're scared to start a YouTube channel because you're afraid of what people think, you should just start putting out content because people will probably actually love it. Or if you're afraid to buy stuff from Goodwill and resell it on eBay because you don't know if you're going to make money, start with what you know. If you like Nintendo games, start selling Nintendo games until you start learning, and just don't be afraid to take risks and take chances because that's how you learn. That's how I've learned everything that I've done.
That's good advice. I like that. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate your time and you coming on with us tonight. I've been super excited to have you on. As always, I enjoy talking to you and picking your brain on different platforms and, learning the whole thrifting world some more. But
Yeah, for
like
sure.
I said, I appreciate your time. And everyone, if you're not already, please go subscribe. I've had a great time with this gang as usual. And we'll catch you next Saturday. I appreciate everybody stopping in and hanging out with us. Good night,
See
everybody.
ya.
Peace.
Good night.